According to unconfirmed reports, TOS-1A has been delivered to the border between Russia and Ukraine via railway. TOS-1A is a heavy, short-range, multi-barrel, thermobaric rocket launcher. It's designed to break through the enemy defenses by sheer firepower. It's been conceptualized to unblock battlefield deadlocks by directing concentrated fire in a target area. The system is unique by its technical solutions, and it has no rivals in the world. The timing is important here, since there's increasing apprehension that Russia could launch a military offensive against Ukraine at any moment now. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why Ukraine should fear Russia's TOS-1A. Let's get into the details. This video is sponsored by War Thunder, the most comprehensive military vehicle online game for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, in which you can go to battle on more than 1,200 playable aircraft, tanks, helicopters, and ships from the 1930s to the 1990s. The game has an amazing attention to detail and focuses on a realistic combat experience, which is why knowing your vehicles and skill really makes a difference. It's easy to get into, and all you need to play is nothing more but your mouse and keyboard or controller. Immerse yourself in cross-platform combat with more than 20 million other military vehicle enthusiasts from all over the world. Download and play War Thunder for free using the link in the description below, and also get a free bonus tank, aircraft, or ship, and 3 days of premium account. In the late 1970s, the idea of a heavy, short-range, multiple rocket launcher, MRL, came into the picture. The aim was to launch rockets equipped with incendiary and thermobaric warheads. The combat system, consisting of the combat vehicle, rockets, and loading vehicle, was designed and developed in the early 1980s and was named TOS-1, remaining a secret effort for a long time. The system is intended to engage military personnel, equipment, and buildings, including fortified buildings. The combat system is generally used along with infantry and tanks. The system uses the chassis of the T-72 main battle tank. The reloading vehicle was built on the chassis of a KRAZ 255B cross-country truck and equipped with a crane for loading and unloading the launcher. In 2001, the improved TOS-1A system entered service. The system is equipped with 220mm rockets. Original system, TOS-1, was 30-barreled and had a range of 3.5 kilometers, or about 2.2 miles. The launch vehicle is outfitted with a fire control mechanism that has a ballistic computer which performs the required targeting computation by taking input from aiming sight and laser rangefinder. The TKN-3A sight for the commander and a GPK-59 navigation system is also present. It needs a crew of 3 for operation. TOS-1A is 24-barreled and has an enhanced range of 6 kilometers or 3.7 miles. Its ballistic computer has also been upgraded for better targeting accuracy. It must be noted that for longer range fire, Russia has other systems like the Smerch MLRS system. TOS-1 or TOS-1A is different from traditional handheld or tank-mounted flamethrowers used during World War II and onwards. The TOS-1 and TOS-1A are labeled as flamethrowers because, in addition to traditional incendiary rockets, these can also fire thermobaric rockets into enemy-held areas, setting them ablaze. The thermobaric rockets are different from conventional weapons, as for explosion they use oxygen from the atmosphere instead of their own oxidizers. The thermobaric rockets discharge a cloud of chemicals like tetronite into the atmosphere before the actual detonation. Through this process, thermobaric rockets are capable of generating blasts that have a very high temperature as well as result in shattering shockwaves. Not only is the blast considerably longer and the shockwave significantly hotter and stronger than a conventional warhead, but all the oxygen in the adjacent area is also used up, creating a partial vacuum. This makes them deadly weapons against infantry. Also, it's highly effective when used against entrenched personnel in bunkers and caves. If the persons present in the blast perimeter somehow survive the initial intense blast, they die due to suffocation, as their lungs rupture in the vacuum afterward. The lethal power of TOS-1 makes it a deadly weapon. All rockets of the system can be launched within 6 to 12 seconds. It has the ability to set ablaze areas the size of 4 to 5 football fields in a single salvo. Because of this, TOS-1 and TOS-1As are also referred to as Blazing Sun. TOS-1s were first used in combat in Afghanistan's Panjshir Valley by the Soviet Union during the Soviet-Afghan War. Later, they were used during the Second Chechen War, prominently by the Russian Army during the Battle of Grozny in 1999. TOS-1As were first used in combat in Iraq by the Iraqi Army in the recapture of Jerf al-Sakar on October 24, 2014 from ISIL forces. The TOS-1 was used in Syria on October 10, 2015 by Syrian army forces against rebel forces in Hama. In 2016, it was used against rebel forces in the Latakia Mountains. It was again used by the Syrian army in April 2017 in the area of Palmyra, and later that same month to destroy an ISIS camp. The Ukrainian military is no match to Russia when it comes to overall might, but the Ukrainian armed force is capable of putting up a dogged resistance. This is critical since it's clear that Russia will face a lot of international pressure, including from the US, if and when it decides to launch a military campaign. Tactically, it's paramount for Russia to swiftly achieve its military objective and roll over any resistance quickly. Ukrainian forces are currently building bunkers and trenches on the front line in preparation for possible hostilities. Dug-in Ukrainian infantry can be a source of major headache for Russia, and this is where TOS-1A can be very useful. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.